Okay, so the first thing, you're playing a support Jakiro, you buy the wards right away.
Yep.
The first thing is that on most heroes you should never skill your first point to get to lane because there's a chance you're gonna need dual breath or ice path really early on.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I always do that. It's a scrub move, I know. It's just, I
yeah,
can't help it. I just love it. I know I'm never going to use anything else. Like, I'm always going to get the
okay,
Fuego first.
you're always gonna get that because dual
Always.
breath is actually one of the best spells at level 1. It's really strong.
Okay. Yeah, that's slow, huh?
Yeah, it lasts a long time and it's decent damage. And liquid fire is usually fine though, so that's just a small thing. So right away, I think one of the things is that you need to get out of your base faster,
Okay.
because if you get out of your base, especially in pubs, you're gonna be able to like get on their side of the map, get good wards, or like scout them out really
We
easily.
never do that. Like, we
You
never
never do it.
ward. No, no.
Ever?
All we do is we get the bounty runes. That's
All
our
right.
game-winning strat now.
But then if you get out really early, you can like you see how they're all grouping up here on the hill. Like if you guys all got out early, you could just kill them. Like this Venge could die.
Hmm.
Like you can wrap around on them because you get out so early. Like go through their jungle ward, their small camp. I see you guys are fighting them, so like dual breath would have been really good here because he would have died to
I would have say, I would have got it. You're right. And
But
now,
anyways,
now it gets sloppy.
yeah. So they got both bounty runes, which is sort of unfortunate. But as long as you guys don't feed them any kills here, it's sort of fine. Luna dying. Fine. It's fine.
Possibly, yeah. All right, so she lives. So yeah, normally, I mean, so I did put a ward in their jungle there, but
Yeah.
that's it. But yeah, because
Um,
we're running an aggressive tri lane.
So if you're aggressive tri lane, your ward actually blocks the hard camp. You usually don't want to block that hard camp because that hard camp is more in your favor than their favor.
Right.
How tri lanes work is usually like if you can push your lane out and then pull, you're gonna get an EXP and gold advantage because by pushing it out, they won't be able to contest it.
Okay.
So you guys push this up to a tier 1 and then pull that side camp, then you're going to get extra EXP and gold from that hard camp. Also,
Right.
once you finish killing that hard camp, the creeps that were killing it come back and then you have something like a double wave.
Right.
So when you have like 7 or 8 creeps and they have 4, they can't fight you anymore.
Right.
And you get tower damage, they lose CS under a tower, you can pressure them. There's all sorts of things you can do.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I mean, we hardly ever pull the hard camp into the lane like that. Like we just when we're doing aggressive try, our focus is getting kills and pushing the tower as hard as possible. We ignore all other factors. Oh, is Skype gone again? Damn. I'm just gonna pause real quick. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Oh god, my internet's really bad right now.
Yeah, it is.
Um, huh. Yeah, this is not good.
No. Do you want to try again another time?
Um,
Or do you just want to
I,
crack on and we'll just...
I if
I
it
mean,
did it twice in like 10 minutes, I think we should try a different time.
You sure?
I think so. If that's okay with you, because I want to go call my ISP now and yell at them.
Okay. It's a shame. We could just give it a go, and if it happens a
Yeah?
third time, yeah.
Okay, let's just keep going then. Where did I cut out?
About 10 seconds ago. I'm at 1:30 on the clock.
Oh, you're at 130? Okay, I'll go back to 130. What was I talking about? Sometimes just talk and I forget what I'm talking
about pulling the hard camp, and I was
Okay.
just saying that's something that we hardly ever do when we're in a tri lane. We're just all about kills, 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 kills.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So you're saying that like I mean, when we're in aggressive tri lane, we're always thinking, get a kill as fast as you can, and then sort of. I mean, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying like I'm trying to give you
yeah.
our perspective, and then you can
No,
tell me
that's
why
good.
it's wrong. You know.
So should we resume the replay from 130 or
Sure.
and then we can talk what goes?
Okay. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
So the reason why pulling a hard camp is sort of better is because honestly, like kills really early on aren't worth that much. Like the first blood's really nice to get item, but what really matters in the early game is levels.
Yeah.
So if you can pull out hard camp and you get a double wave, and then you force them out of EXP by like pressuring them, or you burn the region when you have 7 creeps compared to their 4,
Yeah.
like you're gonna come out ahead in the long term. Sometimes if you commit too much to a kill in the early game, and like you burn all your region to get it, the team who had their hero killed actually comes out on top.
Because he comes back full, doesn't he? So yeah.
He comes back full and then they'll have a lot of regen.
Of course. Oh, that's
And
interesting.
Is this just a matchmaking captain's mode game?
Yeah, this is. I think
Okay.
it's ranked actually.
Yeah.
We've been playing ranked. This is Team Scrubnuts is our team.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's it's top level team. We're all about 3K.
Yeah, I've heard of you guys.
Yeah, we got a banner and everything. Actually, I think this might just be regular ranked because we don't have banners in it. But there you go. Monkfish tends to be our mid or our carry player. OD Pixel, he also tends to be either carry or off lane, and he's kind of crazy. And then me and Spalty just tend to sort of be the supports and the gankers and stuff. And then Lewis tends to play either a carry or someone like Witch Doctor. Those are his heroes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, we're not like specialists or anything. We suck, basically. We absolutely suck. We barely won a game as Scrubnuts.
You guys should just always pick whatever feels best to you, like what you're most comfortable on.
Okay.
But you see how the lane, like at the beginning, your Luna was up 6-0 against Joe 0 CS.
Yeah.
But now they're sort of even, and that's basically just because they had this side pull and you didn't have one.
Right.
So by using the side pull, they're able to control their lane, pull it back towards their tower, and even though your lane started a lot stronger, now it's pretty even now.
Yeah.
And I think they're actually ahead on the XP on you guys.
Oh man, let me check the graphs. Shit, they are. like the way we always see it is just get to the tower, we'll put a load of damage and we'll get an early tower. But you're right, because being able to get those hard camps is really big, isn't it?
Even if you want to get that tower, like you want to be able to do single bolts or stuff like that.
Okay.
And the center just owned. But like if you don't have a double wave to try to get a tower, like if you have a double wave with a Bass Ring, and you can push them away from the tower, you will kill the tower just off that double wave.
Right.
If you have a single wave with a Bass Ring, it takes like 3 or 4 waves with a Bass Ring on.
Okay.
It's a lot. I mean, it's a bit different since you have a Jakiro, and Liquid Fire is really good.
Yeah.
But in general, you need more than 4 creeps to take a tower.
So would you ever take Ice Path? Because I've watched you play, and sometimes you just like you never take it. Like you just don't rate it until you get
I think
a Yule.
Dual Breath is better. I usually end up going 1-0-2 or 1-1-1. But usually I get Dual Breath or Liquid Fire at level 1, and I get the other one at level 2. And Ice Path is level 3 or 4.
Okay.
It's just because like stuns are really good late game, but slows are better early game usually, unless they have a blink or something. Because like if you're chasing someone and you stun them for 1 second, you're going to get 1 extra auto attack off, because that's how long it takes you to attack. Like your cooldown between attacks is going to be like Luna's right now is 1.25 seconds.
Right.
But if you have a 5 second slow, you're going to get like 2 or 3 auto attacks in, because you can sort of chase them while they're slowed.
Interesting.
And then it's different late game because stuns make it so they can't do anything, right? And late game that matters a lot.
Yeah, because you've got the burst, haven't you? So you can,
you can burst them down. They won't get any spells off. They can't BKB. But like early game, slows are stronger.
Okay.
So anyways, you guys are doing a decent job controlling the lane. This is pretty much the best you can do. Like in this scenario, you don't want to pull the lane back too much because they have a pull. So if you pull it back, they're just gonna pull, and then they'll come right back and they'll get extra pull XP. So this way you pressure the tower a bit. Something you could probably do is just, like, if the lane's going to be up here, you want to keep your supports out of vision as much as possible, and you guys are going ham with the center out. That's some sick coordination.
Me and Spalty do that a lot, actually, Jakiro and Skyrath. Like, that for lane Harris, that seems to be, like, a really good combo.
It's really strong. And it's really nice how you can use the center out to just destroy them there. And I think this... You're getting really good damage on the tower. You guys probably could have gone ham on Sniper there if everyone ran at him quickly, but like those types of mistakes where like you could have done something but it's more of a micro thing, I don't think you should ever focus on them when you're trying to improve.
Okay. Well, so like, don't focus too much on the mechanical stuff and the micro?
Yeah, mostly, like the biggest example I'd have is like if someone mistimes a chain stun, like they should never receive any flack for that ever.
Wow.
Because like it's the easiest, like they already know what they did, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the easiest thing to figure out what you did wrong, and like saying something about it's not going to help them at all. I don't think it'll help them at all. And then like the things you want to sort of talk about more, like what the decisions you make in the game.
Like what you said about the hard camp, that is way more sort of changing to how we'll play. Like that's definitely, because we do aggressive tri lanes a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh god, yeah. Okay. All the time. We love it. We want the action. So getting the hard camp like that, that's
aggressive tri lanes on Radiant are a lot better than Dire, just because of that hard camp.
God, yeah.
And also, your mid's harder to gank on Radiant just because his hill is smaller and stuff. So sometimes when you're aggressive, if they choose to dodge your aggressive and sort of roam on your mid and offlane, it's easier for you.
You mean his? How is his? Oh, you mean his hill is smaller because on the dire side you've got like that big gap.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's really hard to gank a Radiant mid. That's why like
Or
it's
is
not
it
only
trouble?
this, but teams like Shadow Fiend a lot more in Radiant, for example.
Oh, the big ice path.
Yeah. So again, this is really good because you guys are utilizing your centrality, and Dual Breath's so good. And you go ham on him. It's another free kill. So you guys came out way ahead in this lane. Like anytime you take their tower, you're crushing them.
So, I mean, because the reason that we always sort of just go mega aggro like that is because we always figured that the quicker we get the tower, the better. Like if we took the time to pull, but from what you said about pulling that hard camp in and then getting that big wave of 7 or 8 creeps, then we could take it that much quicker, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna win every tri lane we run now, just with that simple piece of advice.
Yeah.
This has already been worth
it's actually
it,
really
Curtis.
important. It's like, do you guys have a defensive tri lane?
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do that a
Yeah?
lot. Yeah.
Alright, so like at like 3 minutes or 3:30, I don't even remember, the wagon spawns. So something a lot of teams do is like at 3 minutes 15, they pull a small camp, a single pull, and then they get a double wave with the wagon, and then
Oh.
they take that tier 1 tower.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is like sort of the equivalent of that.
Okay.
Like if you have a stronger aggressive tri lane and they don't block the side cap, I think you should expect to take that tower at the 3 minute 30 mark. And they rotate their mid. And the best thing about that timing is that their mids are usually not 6 yet.
Right.
Usually mids hit 6 around like 4 minutes or like 3:45, depending on like how many creeps are denied if they get killed, etc. So like even if their mid rotates, they won't have the ultimates, and you can get out on time, and then your mid has advantage, stuff like that.
Oh, I forgot they had a void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hero's good.
Looking at their lineup, right? They've got void, drow, sniper. Do you think that like just getting 3 cores like that all need farm? Do you think that's okay at this kind of level? Because I mean, I see that all the time, and we almost always lose to it.
Yeah, it's fine at this level. I think people they don't use space particularly well, I guess. So, like normally Luna might farm all 5 jungle camps in a lane, but
Right.
at this level she might only farm like the lane and 2 jungle camps. So you have space for another carry, and that's why like, I mean it's not just that, but that's why in pubs you can often run like 5 carries and win the game,
Right.
I guess. But like, as you guys start getting better, like it won't be like that as much anymore. People are gonna start farming better, and like this rotation bottom is really cool because even though like you're in a tri lane, your levels are good enough. Like they're
Yeah.
not that far behind the enemy team for the tri lane. Like
Just
you can
let
see
me
like
look at the
everyone's
XP
like,
growth actually. We're actually up. We were up by 2,000, and now we're only up by 500. So what are we
Yeah.
doing wrong in terms of, because we had an advantage and then we blew it. So was it those deaths that did it? Oof.
the center death was probably the biggest.
Yeah.
And he's doing work this game for sure. Like his ultimates has helped a lot. He solo killed the void. He's owning now. He's coming to draw. But like when you're ahead in this patch and you're like level 9 and you give them a kill, you're gonna give them, I don't know, like 2,000 EXP or something, which is
Wow.
really big.
Yeah. Because I saw that thing
Oh.
that Dendy said the other day where he said that in this current patch, it's like
Yeah.
you can have really careful lanes, really well executed ganks and everything, but then
I don't think what he said is true though.
you don't agree with him?
No, because DAC Alliance, they put out some push strats and stuff, and they worked. You can still do strats like that. It's just that, like, mistakes are punished more, but there's no way you can't just hold an advantage through the late game. It's just now it's more about closing the map than when we have an advantage, just ramble around running for kills.
Right.
Because even if like there are ways to play where like they get 3 lanes and you get their jungle plus 1 set of ancients in 3 lanes, and before you could like do that and then try to kill them too, and now you just hold them steady, and it's a slower way of playing, but I don't know. Yeah, I just don't agree with what he said. I don't even know if I'm saying this right.
No, I get what you're saying. It's interesting.
So anyways, you get a nice ice path on this guy. That's good, that's good. I like how you took Macopyre at 6 actually. I think
It's so good, isn't it?
it's so good. Like if you don't take that, it's quite a big blunder. And another sick ice path. This is good. It's good. You guys probably stayed around a bit too long.
Yeah.
But honestly, it really worked out there because if you didn't stay around like that, they would have killed Centaur instead of you.
Yeah.
So you basically just sacrificed your life for Centaur, and you're level 6, he's level 10. So like that's really good for your team.
Like I always try and put my body on the line like that to save someone. Always. It always feels like a kill. God, yeah.
That's good.
Like I'll body block and stuff, and because often if you're sort of standing there and you turn around to fight, people will turn at this level anyway. They will turn and fight you, figuring they won't catch the other guy. They'll sort of give up, right? So you can sort of, it's easy to be the presidential bodyguard.
All right. So one thing that's really bad with this game though is that you guys actually have 2 wards in stock right now. So I don't know how you guys feel about wards right now.
Oh, we try to ward often, but the problem is like I'm thinking I want to get my Yules. Like that's all I'm thinking is get that Yules. And I know that like Skyrath just bought a vitality booster and stuff. So I mean, it's just a mistake on our part. We absolutely should. We just often don't. It kind of sucks. This is bad for me. I think I just get punched. Yeah, just sniper doing sniper things.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but honestly, like, it doesn't matter that much just because if you look bottom, like, your Luna's pressuring the tower, and, like, again, you're level 6 Jakiro, but you really do need to have wards up.
Yeah.
The Staff of Wizardry is sort of like meh, it doesn't really do anything for you.
Yeah.
And you're going to get your use eventually. The only time where it's like, you absolutely need that use is somehow your support Jakiro and you're the only form of initiation.
Right.
And
But we've got Centaur, haven't we?
Yeah, you got a Blink Centaur.
Yeah.
So the use isn't actually that important this game. And like you should probably have like Tranquil Boots, a stick, and wards over the Staff of Wizardry. And your Centaur's actually going pretty ham here.
Yeah,
he's a little bit misplaced on Scrap, but
he's missed a ham.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go.
Who's your best player?
In this lineup?
Yeah. Is this like your official lineup? Is this your?
No.
Your
We mix it. We have stand-ins. Like Shane plays for us sometimes.
Okay.
And he's
not
good.
bad, right?
Yeah, he's quite good. I would say OD Spalty is quite good, but I think probably OD. He's certainly got the highest MMR. He's like 4 point something.
Okay.
But sometimes he plays worse than I do, so he'll hate me for saying that, but it's true.
All right. So again,
he loves to go ham. Like he absolutely, he will never stop.
Oh, so he's like Russian Dota, right, or something.
Well, it's perfect for him to play Centaur, right? Because it's like he can go ham all day.
So you see that death that happened to you there? It actually sort of happened because you have no basic items right now.
Yeah,
really.
no wand.
You don't have a stick like the Tranquil Boots armor. Either of those would have kept you alive there.
Yeah.
And you want to sort of capitalize on your hero strength. So one of your hero strength is that he's really tanky early. And this Void just backtracked everything.
Yeah, God.
Oh, that's actually amazing. What a great player. That hero's actually so fun to play against.
I think I'd die again. Oh, man.
So, one of the things that's happening is, like, you guys are sort of suffering from, like, run-at-them syndrome.
Yeah, God, we do.
Like, they have, like, they have, like, Lion out top, they have Sniper, like, you guys really aren't that farmed right now, even though you got some kills early game. Like, you guys need to catch up and push your advantage from getting ahead in the tri lane.
Right.
So, if you, like, Jakiro actually farms the jungle really quickly.
Especially with the Macropyre, right?
Yeah, especially with Macropyre. If you stack some camps, you Macropyre. Like, that's how you can get your Yo Scepter later.
Yeah.
And again, like, Vision's sort of a problem, because if you guys just had a ward on the enemy hill mid, like, it's so much easier to fight with Vision. Like, you can see when the Void's about to jump, you can see when they're coming at you. It's really easy to jump the Blink Dagger. The biggest difference, I think, between, like, you know those really high-rated pub players that, like 6K plus, is that pro players rate Vision a lot higher than the high-rated pub players.
I mean, this is just us being bad. Like, I'm embarrassed that we don't have wards still. Like, you told me like 7 minutes ago.
You guys got wards on someone. Oh, no, you bought wards now.
Yeah.
But, like, your map has been dark for 9 minutes now.
Yeah.
And like, if you ever have 2 wards in stock, you're actually just losing wards at that point. They don't start replenishing when there are 2 in stock.
Yeah, of course. Damn.
So yeah, that is not good. Again, like, there's always like, instead of fighting there, you can always be like stacking camps. You can try to split push a little bit.
Yeah.
You basically, on a team like this, you have to play around your ultimates. Like I have a thing I call it like an ultimate based team, right?
Okay.
So whenever you're like under the Luna, basically when you don't have your ultimates up, you're probably less than half as strong,
Yeah.
and that's just what it is. So you want to take fights when your ultimates are up, and you want to farm safely when your ultimates are down. So right now you guys don't have Luna, or you guys didn't have Pando, I think, or Luna or something. I think you didn't have Pando. So farming right now would have been really good until they're up, and then now that they're up, you can start to go for a fight here.
Also, I have the wards and I haven't placed them.
Yeah, that's not good.
Why? Why?
But your
Bruce
Panda's going
in
ham on
solo.
this.
Look at him. He wants him.
Yeah, the line probably shouldn't die there, to be honest. I think Joe can just... Yeah. That's a little bit of a wasted Panda ulti.
Yeah.
And Sniper's sort of going ham on you guys,
Yeah.
but... Yeah.
He's gonna come and kill me right now, I bet. Here he comes.
Yeah, see, wards would have helped here. Oh, are you juking him?
Nope.
No, there's no jukes.
Nope. The jukes are dumb.
When someone's like this and you're Jakiro, especially since he didn't pop mask, if you actually just liquid fired him and dual breath him, oh, is there juke?
Nope.
Oh no!
Oh man.
But you sort of want to make sure you cast your spells before running, because if you liquid fired him and dual breath him and ice path him, you actually would have lived there, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Once I TP'd, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's sort of unfortunate.
Oh man. God, it's so painful. I don't often watch my games back. Like, I mean, I guess you watch a lot of replays and stuff. Do you watch your own games back?
Not that much actually. Like, when I was learning Dota, I never watched a single replay. And I don't think you actually need to watch replays to improve, but that doesn't mean I don't think they're helpful in improving.
Because I've actually, it's funny, I spoke to a lot of pros about it, and I was like, how many replays do you watch? And some of them are like, constantly, and some of them, like you, were like, occasionally. Like, I guess if it was an exceptional game or something happened where...
other people's replays, like, more now, but when I was, like, getting good in pubs, I, like, hell no. Like, first of all, there's no way it's dedicated enough to watch replays. And then, like, I think if you're just, like, very self-critical, ooh, good ice path, and just Scarlet ulti, oh, that's so good. That was so good. So you should dual breath the void here. Dual breath, dual breath. Oh, liquid fire. That's even better than dual breath actually. It lowers more attack speed.
Slow, right?
Yeah, so that's good. Oh, centaur.
Yeah, he wanted to blink.
I think if centaur went in there, you actually would have killed Lion and Void there. Maybe Venge. Because you had another ice path coming up. One of the strengths of Jakiro is that your cooldowns are just so low on your 3 spells.
What is the time?
Nice.
What is the time on you? Is it 2007, 08, 09? Yeah. Okay, alright, sweet.
Yeah. So
I have a feeling his blink was cancelled if I remember rightly. I could be wrong.
He just there's like a bug or something where
with
like
the blink dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really annoying right now. And then, oh, actually, I'm not too sure if people are just saying there's a bug or like because it's funny how I screw up so much.
Do you know what I notice a lot when I play Axe? I play a lot of Axe, and if I'm gonna do the blink call and I press blink Q like bang on top of each other, and I'm not quite facing the right way. Sometimes I will, because it takes a second for you to turn into the blink, do you know what I mean?
The biggest thing is the turn animation, I think. That's the biggest thing, because like, especially people who come from League or Han, like you don't have turn animations there basically. Or you do, but
I've never played either of those games. It's just brain lag. Like it's
yeah, I have a lot of brain lag. That's a very serious problem in the Dota community.
See, I got my Yules, hurrah!
Yeah, you got, like, you took that team fight, you got your yields, you dropped the macro power to zone. Alright. So, you got the yields, you save your Luna. Oh, that was so close. Man. If Luna lived there, you probably, that would have been so good, but anyways. So you got the dual breath off on them. It's good, it's good. You hit everyone with a dual breath, and you hit them with a good ice path. So, like, I know this feels really good for you, because, like, you just own them in this fight.
Right.
If you're trying to improve, you shouldn't look at stuff like this.
No, I mean, I wanted to pick a game. This was a game where I thought I did well, and you've already told me like a million things I did wrong.
How you've been team fighting is good. How the pick-off sort of went, and like, that was not good.
Okay.
But like the team fights are good. But like, okay, I lied when I said I never watched replays in Dota 1 because like if I did something really really cool, I'd watch the replay. Like. But like, if you really, really want to improve, like you can glance at stuff like this team fight, but it's not that useful for improving, in my opinion.
Right, right. But I mean, you've already told me stuff like what I should have bought and what I could have done and stuff like the hard camp and stuff. So, like, I didn't want to pick a game where we got stomped because it's just, there's nothing. Like, it's just continual.
This seems like a good game. It's sort of back and forth.
Yeah.
You got your Scepter. You want to make sure you keep that liquid fire on the tower. I think going toward that's really good, but if you just kept your liquid fire on the tower would have died like 10 seconds earlier now, and then you would have got that anyways.
And they wouldn't have denied it.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have been able to deny it here.
Yeah.
So it's good that you're getting these wards up though, because you have two of the best wards in the games up. If you can click this ward, nice. Whenever I place that ward, sometimes Roshan just hits me.
Yeah,
Like,
he doesn't like it. You're in his house.
Something to mention is that whenever like your hero like Jakiro, Tranquil Boots actually help a lot. Just because if you have a Yosceptor, you're basically just running at them to get your Yosceptor off.
Right.
So if you come in with Tranquil Boots, which give you, I don't even know, plus 90 move speed.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, with the Yosceptor, you're already really fast, and you get a bonus 130 move speed from your Yosceptor and Tranquil Boots. Like I would say, like most of my ganks at Jakiro, I just run up to them and I Yosceptor them.
Yeah.
And it's only because Tranquil Boots and Yosceptor are so good.
I normally get Tranks on him, but I think, if I remember rightly, what I thought was that the sniper was just going to keep clicking me down unless I could have something to either run away quicker or Yules him, Ice Path him, and then run away. Like that was my thinking. But yeah, you're right. It was not good. Also, like I thought if the Void comes in, maybe I can quickly Yules him and then he can't chrono or something.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's just that Tranquil Boots are really cheap.
Yeah, and I go Treads. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why?
It's not the worst. It's really nice to have some armor because you also need to look at their lineup and like they have like Lion for magical damage, but like if Lion's casting Finger on you, it's sort of whatever.
Yeah. Like
if you die this game on Jakiro, you're gonna die to physical damage. So you want some armor, and your allies going ham on them again. The sniper in the
I think she swapped the sniper up there, which is a pretty nice move, I think.
Yeah. Oh, did Avenge save the sniper?
I think so. Yeah.
Good. Okay. But anyways, you guys get a kill on the Void, and yeah. So right now you're like sort of crazy. You wanna like when you get a.
What was that, Curtis? What am I doing? And then OD goes in against 4.
All right, so what we should have done there is probably like you were probably excited because your team killed the Void. And you're like, oh, we're stronger than them now because they have no. But no team's gonna get caught after the Void dies usually. Okay. Like they might, but it's really unlikely that they will. So if you guys had maybe spread out, farmed their jungle, went to top, you guys would have got like 1,000 extra gold from farming.
Yeah.
Because Luna's farming bottom. Instead, like you sort of threw away the time Void was dead, and then Center dies mid. Oh, wait, Center died at their tier 3 too?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he dived. He dived after me.
I mean, that guy's just crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he's crazy.
I mean, it's fun to play that way. So like.
You wait. There's the dive later that you won't believe.
Yeah. All right. I do want to say though that, like, as long as you're having fun, that's the most important part.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, we literally play like this because it is more fun. But when we play our team games, we actually do want to get better.
Okay. So anyways, that's actually good by Skara. Like, someone wasting a chrono him to kill him solo.
Yeah.
He's really farmed, so maybe not. But usually, like that would be like a good pile die death, you know. And then, fortunately, like they killed a Luna too, which is a bit less good. But Centaur's supposed to have.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, thank God.
The Lion ran into it because he felt bad for you there, and then now you're gonna have a Lion too. That's good. That's good. All right. So that was actually.
Yes, OD. Oh God, he's gonna die to drought. Nope.
Yeah! Nice.
Man.
That's good. Now that you guys have done something, as soon as you win a team fight like that, you need to like be thinking like, what can we get done with this win in a team fight? So the answer here is just you need to get all the lanes pushed in.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. So like your team, it's really good actually. They all spread out. Panda gets a rune, which is also a good thing. You go farm all the lanes because even though you got a 4-man white, like you can't do anything with it. There's no towers to push. You can't get Roshan. So that's good.
I think it was probably because last time we won a fight, we went ham and all died. So this time we made the right decision.
You guys are learning.
Yeah, we're learning. We're evolving.
You're evolving.
It won't last. We evolve for one fight, and then the next fight we regress. Continual.
That's okay. That's pretty standard Dota.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so Jakiro, there's not that much to talk about in way of items now. Like, you got treads, which is fine. I think you're going 4-staff now. Is it 4-staff?
Yeah, I really like 4-staff.
Depending on team, sometimes it's better to get blink, just because if you're an initiator, you might need to blink into Yos.
Yeah.
Blink plus any instant cast is usually like one of the most broken things in Dota, just because no one can cast BKB against it. It's really sudden, catches people off guard, which Yos is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But 4-staff, I really like 4-staff too.
I mean, I like it because it gives me a bit of sort of mobility when I'm being attacked, but I tend to think very defensively. Like, I think I mustn't die, but as the support, I shouldn't really be thinking that, should I?
No, I think you should. I think that's really good, actually, because if you just stay alive in fights, you're going to get extra sets of spells off. Good initiation, good ice path. Oh, I like how you guys use the Scarrath Jakiro combo. That combo is actually quite good.
It's really good.
They
I think he's gonna kill us all, yeah.
You guys are all dead. Your center's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. He is crazy. But he wins! He's ownage. And Scarrath is actually really farmed somehow, so. Yeah, so I thought that engagement would go way worse for you guys, but you guys got 3 for 5, which, I mean, it's not good, but it started with your Luna being picked off. And,
like, the thing is that Lewis plays the Luna. He often split pushes a lot, and he'll push up really aggressively. Like, so he'll push up as far as their tier 2. Like, you saw we didn't have wards, and I think he got picked off earlier where he was pushed up way past Roshan at their tier 2 bot. And he got picked off there. He does that a lot. And I mean, the thing is, sometimes it really works and he gets farmed and we push towers and stuff. But, I mean, overall, do you think it's, like, not great?
That's how I sort of like to play. So, but you have to, like, be careful of how you do it. And before I talk about that, though, I want to say about one thing. Like, if their team had thought about what they could do after that team fight, like, Roshan should be dead right now. Because they have a Joe and Avenge alive after a team fight. You guys were 5-man wiped.
Right.
So they would have Roshan now, and you guys would be in a lot of a worse spot. So, like, that's why it's really important to know exactly what you can get out of after you win a little fight. And it's really not easy. Like, it's a very experience-based thing.
Okay.
And, like, I know pro players, like, I get it wrong all the time. Like, I don't know how much I can get after win something. Especially, like, when buybacks and stuff are involved, you don't know if they have buybacks, you don't know, like, sometimes you don't even know what spells they still have up.
Right. So what do you think is more valuable? Let's say, like, for instance, so that fight, you think Roshan is worth more than them getting mid tower?
Oh yeah, because the tier 1 tower is at like 150 HP anyways.
Right.
So at any point they can just go hit that twice withdraw.
Yeah.
So basically, Roshan is usually worth more than towers if it's like more of an even game, just because when you have the Aegis you can just go as 5 and get that tower.
Yeah.
But if you're doing some sort of push strat, Roshan sometimes isn't that good because, like, if they can't beat you in a 5v5 even if you don't have Aegis, then Roshan's not that important, because getting Roshan means that you have to kill like 7,500 worth of HP, and while that's happening, you're going to be split pushing, they're going to be farming, it's going to give them time to push, like, catch.
Right. So it's the chance to take it with like 0 loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's sort of not relevant to the game. That's only for push shots. I think in general, just always take Roshan. It's safer usually.
Okay.
Takes them longer to get to it than like, because if you go for a tower, that's a bit risky. They can always buy out and then kill you.
I mean, we hardly ever buy smoke. Like, how much should we be smoking? We should be doing it a lot more.
Honestly, I don't think smokes are particularly important at this level. If you can use them well, that's really good. Like, if you could smoke here and then you could just smoke in a bit earlier, you guys would have went, oh, big stomp, nope. Oh, still big stomp, nope. So this fight is somehow going pretty well for you guys.
Not a great Yules there. I think I
That's
saved
fine.
it.
The Draw Ranger? Who did you use?
I used it on Drow and I think it just saved
Okay.
it.
Nah, that's completely fine. So that fight went really, really good for you guys somehow. I think you guys should have lost that for sure. Your team fight is just a lot better than theirs with Luna and Panda.
Yeah.
So, like, this might be a little bit of an outdraft because, like, Sniper, Drow, Void don't make any sense together, and they have no big AoE other than a Void. And once they have the Void, there's nothing to follow it up other than auto attacks, which in theory sounds really good. Like, Joe and Sniper hit really hard, but you want some, like, some bursts. Like auto attacks are never burst.
Right.
This sniper is pretty farmed. His 18 kills. He's pretty big. But
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm setting it up for OD. Okay.
set him up, and then they come in. It's a good swap from him. There's a blade mail, so you guys. Big ice path. Oh.
Oh, I'm just gonna die instead.
Oh
OD.
no. Disaster.
I think he dives this forever, if I remember rightly. He's gonna get something.
It's good. They're gonna kill both. Nice.
Run,
That's a good
OD! Run!
Does he run? Oh,
Yeah.
this is the first time I've seen him back down.
Yeah, for real. I think I
Wait,
might
is
have
that-
been screaming at him to run at that point.
That was really good. You probably could have maybe spaced yourself a bit better from that sniper at the end there before you died. Just because you had a little bit on that hex, and it's really easy for him to kill you. You have no armor. You're really squishy. Even if you had armor, it doesn't matter. He has Mjolnir and headshot.
So looking at Lewis top, like what he's doing here is fine, right? Like he's just off.
Yeah,
the
it's
pressure
really
in their
good. He
tier
should actually be running into the jungle right now and trying to farm as much there.
three. Right.
Because the Void's showing top, and it's really hard for Joe to solo kill him if he just has a TP. He does not have a TP. So, like, if he played it well and he farmed these right camps, see Joe farms this right camp, I think she should go farm another one.
Yeah.
He actually would have stolen 2 camps from the enemy team.
Yeah.
So not only would he get 2 camps of farm, it's also minus 2 camps from enemy team, which is basically like double, right? You know. So Joel blinks within 400 range of the Luna, and then the glaives happen, and it's not good Joel. So
So she should have
Yeah.
stayed way back, right?
yeah, if she blinked 600 range away, she would have killed the Luna for free. But your panic comes in, he lifts up the Void. It's good, it's good. He should stun the Lion again and kill him. We get a Luna clips on nothing, stomp on nothing, Void still dies. Yeah, I love casting games like this. I should just go to random pubs. I just love it, just cast them. It's really fun, actually.
It is fun.
I don't know what's happening.
It's fun
Anyways, you
'cause
catch an arm whip.
You can never tell what's gonna happen, right? You think,
Yeah.
oh man, they've lost this fight. It's like, wait
Like-
a minute.
When Droll's running at that Luna, I'm like, alright, Luna's gonna read a free kill. And then the Droll blinks beside her, so her ultimate turns off. And then she mantis so that Luna gets glaives. And like,
Yeah.
it's just so good. But anyways, you got some really good picks with Droll Ranger there. And you're pressuring this tower. You should probably liquid fire. Don't be too scared here. There's only 2 of them left. The Scarlet is going ham. You should Yo Scepter him here. You get a nice ice path. You get a nice. You should always dual breath before you run, usually, just
Okay.
because.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say always. Like you have to judge yourself, but like you have to remember, like if you dual breath him, he can't blink for like 8 seconds
Right.
because he's a blink dagger. And even if he turns to chase you, like he has a 30 whatever percent slow on him.
Yeah, of course.
It's 40 now. Amazing. They keep changing that shit. So that's good to keep in mind. I like how you're farming the enemy jungle here. You always want So I sort of have a general rule. It's like just for like basic wards in play. If you can stay on the enemy side of the map, you're usually winning the game.
Okay.
So for wards, like if you don't know how to ward, just shove them as far towards their base as possible. And the reason that's good is because like if you look at sort of, I don't know, like a heat map of a Dota game,
Right.
like you're gonna spend like 70 to 80% on your side of the map, like
Yeah.
most players. But so that means if your ward's on their side of the map, you're gonna have a higher chance of seeing them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
yeah.
And then we
And
would
then-
know, for instance, when we could farm their jungle or
Yeah.
when we could push and stuff like that. Yeah.
And like when you're farming their jungle, like what Luna did, if she had farmed these 2 right camps when Droll was about to farm them, it's not just like plus 2 like 260 gold or whatever for the 2 camps. It's also minus 260 gold for the enemy team, which is really, really good.
Right.
And so that's just a general theory with Dota. Like farming your own jungle is good for gold. Farming the enemy jungle wins you the game.
We haven't like stacked the ancients more than once. Like occasionally we do it, but
I mean that's probably on Luna. She has an HOTD. She should have a creep doing it. She can share control with her allies, and
Yeah.
then for her if they want. Honestly, at this point, not that important. The most important thing, like at this level, is just learning how to push out lanes.
yeah.
What your center is doing, except he probably should have stopped here because this is crazy. But you know that guy's crazy. I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
like basically, the reason pushing lanes is really good is because you see how this bottom lane's push. Lion has to run there to defend it,
Right.
and then boom, you see one hero. So when you see one hero on the map, you know that they can't be 5-manning you somewhere.
Right.
So you can farm a bit safer. If you have 2 lanes pushing, usually you'll see like 2 or 3 heroes, and then you're super safe to farm.
Right.
So the reason why what Lewis does sometimes when he split pushes is really bad is because I think what he does is he sees pro games. It's like, oh, they're always split pushing.
Right.
And you gotta farm this way. And it's really good. But the reason why you can split push like that in pro games is because your teammates always push out the other lanes.
Yeah.
So when they push out the other lanes, you see enemy heroes, and say they need a specific combination of 2 heroes to kill you. Like say Bane plus 1. If the Bane shows, then all of a sudden you're not worried about it. You can split push your heart content.
Right. Right.
So
yeah, that's interesting because I was playing. I played with Blitz the other day, and he was just before I played with him. He was commentating on his own game, and he said that the reason that they won the game so hard was because the Nyx was visible on the map almost all the time. Oh shit!
Manta, BKB. Right. Oh, that's really good by Luna. Where's your team? Never mind, not good by Luna. I thought center was closer, but so team fights like this are maybe good to look at like for how you can team fight better, but never take like if you miscast a spell, never take that too.
Okay.
And your Scarlet is really farmed for support. Everyone's pretty farmed this game, but shit, what was I gonna say? I had a somewhat important point. So you guys own them. Centaur comes in. Oh, against Void, especially when he goes Mjolnir, like. Wait, Void didn't go Mjolnir. Void has no items. Sniper went Mjolnir. Sorry. Against Void in general, though, like if you can get BKB off before you Chronos,
yeah,
that hero doesn't do damage.
Huh.
His bash is magical. Usually they go Maelstrom Mjolnir, which is also magical. So even though you're disabled in the Chronos field, you still need to get that off. Anyways, you guys are pushing. This game's probably over at this point.
Believe me, there's still plenty of room for us to throw. Plenty of room.
So while this is happening, so you guys, I mean, if this is a competitive game, you guys should be discussing is like, if they have buybacks, what's our plan? What's our plan if they buy back here?
Right.
And it'll be like, get the racks and get out because it's really low. And then like, what are we doing after this? So they don't have Chrono. Their catch is pretty mediocre because of that. We still have center out to get out. Maybe we can hit top a bit before we get out.
Okay.
Or if you just want to get back and play it safe, that's fine too.
Okay. Because I mean, normally
you guys,
once like the danger men start coming back, we just leave.
Yeah.
Especially if there's like 10 seconds left.
As long as you guys do it all together.
Yeah.
Like that's where team play is really important, right?
Yeah.
Back to what Blitz said, which I think is really important. A lot of heroes, like you can't show on the map basically.
Yeah.
Or you're losing the game. So Nyx, for example, when he shows on the map and he's the only one who can kill Blitz, who's probably Storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if Blitz is only vulnerable to that Nyx, and Nyx is showing the map, Blitz can do whatever he wants. So if Nyx was sitting in the jungle or sitting at Ancients, hitting Ancients, killing 1 Ancient per minute, he would be contributing a lot to the game.
Look at this feed, by the way. This is me feeding horribly. I think I see the courier and I go crazy.
Right. See this.
Nope. I think I live. What
Even if you die here, as long as you type worth in all chat, like it's good.
Look at my wings.
Oh man, and the bait on the Void. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Turn around.
Oh man, I thought that went way worse. I thought that went way worse. I've done that so many times where I've like got an invis rune and I wait by the secret shop for the courier and I die get me.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I like that though.
It's a fun play.
Get that courier. It is.
When it comes off, but it rarely does. Man, I should have picked a game where we got rolled. I feel bad now. People are gonna flame me for this.
Yeah? I don't know. Like I think you can learn from pretty much every game.
But
like
I really didn't want to. Sorry, go ahead.
Even if it's like a 15-minute game where like one team stomps, I can definitely still learn from it. You guys should be more scared of backdoor protection. Anyways, you guys are trying to fight here. Like the thing I love about the games like these is that like it doesn't matter what the situation or the odds are. Like you guys just fucking run at them and fight them. Like, one of you gets picked off, and then they should have an advantage.
This is it. This is the play. OD goes ham.
Alright. It's time to be pretty ham. Alright.
He never quits. He is never quitting on this.
Been the fountain.
OD, why?
That's good. No, he's creating space for bottom. Look at that.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not creating very much space, but...
I guarantee you he had no idea that's what he was doing.
Yeah, probably not the best. So Luna's hitting the throne tower is also probably not the best. He's probably rerunning top hitting that since like they're creating space for the fountain and bottom. Another thing is like I know it's not your hero, but I really didn't like Luna's build. Like I don't think you, like drums and HOTD don't make sense together really.
Why
Just
not?
because one's a farming item and one's a fighting item, and they're two small, very small items. Like Luna, I mean she's not poor by any means, but like you don't want to have all 6 slots filled up. Like she's $6 with a TP and Satanic at like 20k net worth. Like that's not that good.
So do you think, especially because he hasn't been using the Helm of the Dom to stack at all, he would have been better off, like, just getting the drums and then, well, he's got a Satanic now, but, like, getting the drums and something else, or just not getting the drums?
Favorite build when Luna was a good hero was Treads, Drums, Manta.
Okay.
Into like BKB or whatever. I really like that one. Or if you want to go HOTD, that's fine too, but you can just go like Treads HOTD Manta, or Treads HOTD BKB.
And do you fight early with that rather than farm?
I think in Dispatch you do it based on your ultimate again.
Okay.
So like whenever your ultimate's down, you're farming. Whenever your ultimate's up, you're pushing or fighting.
Okay.
And it's a way to play Dota that makes it really simple, basically. Like just playing off ultimates.
Yeah. Do you think it makes you too predictable, or do you think at 3.2k MMR, who gives a shit?
I don't think it'll ever matter in pubs. Like you can be 7k MMR, it won't matter.
Okay.
Like just fight when your ultimate's up, farm when your ultimate's down. It's a very good standard to play the game by.
Okay.
But I guess you're right, it makes you predictable, but like it's sort of predictable in the way of so what? Like they know you're not fighting now, like what can they do? Like as long as you're not running into them like Scarlet Mage. Like it's gonna be fine, right? And like Luna. Okay, Chrono Him. Hit. Alright. You can probably just tank that Chrono and kill her, Void, but that's cool. That's fine. So that turned out a bit badly. So this is a bit of the throw you talk about, but they still create a little bit of space. You're Jakiro, you're hitting the towers, hitting the Raxes, I mean. Make sure you're focusing the same one. See, you guys are hitting the melee one, but you're not going to get it, so this is all going to regen up. Yo Scepter doesn't really do much here. Should, oh, he's going in. Oh, he's going in. See, this is just great, like I was dead, but he's just running at them and they can't do anything to him. Like, it's just so great to see that. So he went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic OD Pixel.
Yeah. I mean, those are the fun ones, right? Like, I bet he's like screaming when he does that.
No.
He's
I'm like, the weird thing is when I do stupid shit all the time, but I still flame my team hugely, right?
Yeah.
Because it's Dota. I mean, you got to. Okay. So not in a terrible way, I hope.
In like one of your first videos, you're like pick 4 friends who you sort of like, but you don't really like because you're gonna hate. That was never heard a more true statement. That was good.
It's true, isn't it?
But yeah, I mean, as long as you're having fun. Honestly, the biggest part of improving is just having fun. Because if you ever get sick of the game, like you're not gonna get better.
Right. Well, I've got 3,000 games, believe it or not, and I still play it every single day.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I can't imagine how many games in Dota I have, actually.
God,
If I wasn't making any money off it, I'd be really depressed. Because like, I'm pretty sure I've done, like, put more time into Dota than anything in my life. Like, school, anything.
Yeah.
And it's not even close. So, there's that.
I mean, 3,000 hours. I mean, that's probably more like 4,000 hours for me. You've probably put in, like...
I've probably put in over 20,000 hours in Dota, like in total.
I was going to say 12 or 13, but 20, holy shit.
I think so. I think 20 is about... Because since like Dota 1 and, you know, like I theory crafting, reading guides, you know, me and my bunch of nerd friends, like we'll talk about Dota, like I put a lot of thought in working to the game, but anyways. So at this point, you guys basically just have to group up to win the game. Their lineup sort of sucks at this point.
Okay.
Like, you could be really good with 3 carries, but they're basically just too easy to jump. They don't have any disengage, they don't really have any save, and Void has no items. Like, Aghanim's is a really bad item, to be honest, on that hero, and he has no BKB, so it's really easy to just silence him and kill him.
Right. Because he doesn't really have much damage, does he? Like, he can do the Chronosphere. I guess their plan was he pops the Chrono and Drow and Sniper do all the damage. I mean, that might be what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's basically pretending to be Tidehunter, except Chronosphere and Ravage. And that's why I don't really like the eggs refresher version of Void. I think it's sort of a waste of the hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's so good if you give him items?
Because Void is really scary when he can pop Chrono BKB and just kill two of your allies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not scared of this Void.
Right.
And he's like probably first pick material in this patch. Or I think he is if you have a good Void player. And like your first pick can't just be a walking Chrono and that's all. Like there's no way. It's unless Chrono is like global. Like it's
Right.
not worth it.
So what about the Ags on Jakiro? What do you think of it?
I don't think it's that good.
You don't think it's hilarious to see that fire?
I mean, it's pretty good in that sense, especially that Roshan sniper doesn't feel like living. Oh, big Chrono!
We all walked into that.
So it doesn't matter, because they do no damage at all. And now they're all dead. You see that egg? That egg's actually owned that
Look
fight.
at that shit!
Like, it's a really cool item, but... Like, a Dagon's better, to be honest. Or,
Oh, wow.
like, stuff like that.
If I
Or
bought a
Veil.
Dagon, people would be like, oh my god.
Dagon's a good item.
Okay.
It's not good when you buy it first and you cast every kill, and that's all you do all game.
Right.
It's good in the sense that it's 400 magical damage. Like, just that. So, like, on Skyrath, you should never build Dagon Scepter. Ever. If you want something, build a Dagon or, like, Deathblade. I would get a Blink or a Force Staff here.
Okay.
But like, you never want eggs with Skyrath. Like, Dagon is pretty good.
Because we normally get really scared against lineups like this, like the 3-core lineup, because we just end up getting punched to death really quickly. But yeah, all right, that's good.
This game's pretty much over. Is there? I don't quite know what to go over because like nothing makes sense to me in this game. It's sort of like basically the things you need to improve on the most really like. It's sort of hard to say for the support this game, but it's going to be farming patterns. Like, farming patterns are the biggest thing. Like, how you push out lanes to pressure the enemy so they show the hero so that your Luna can split push.
Right.
Another thing is, like, you don't want to just keep running 5 heroes at each other mid. That sort of happened, and that's why you guys got a disadvantage.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
We're so focused on not losing mid tower. Like, we're obsessed with it. And I mean, how wrong are we to think that like mid tower is this big deal?
The mid tier one's the most important tower in the game.
Right.
So, like, it's good that you're focused on it, but you sort of have to realize when you have to just cut your losses.
Yeah.
Because you don't need 5. Like, I think my favorite thing in the entire game of Dota is like the simplicity of the TP scroll and sort of what it does. Because the TP scroll means that you don't need 5 heroes to defend a tier 1 tower. It means that you can sit 3 heroes there and have 2 heroes TP in or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it means that they cannot take 5 heroes, sit them in the river, and just start to harass your mid tower. Because if they do that, then your other 2 heroes, because you're only defending with 3, are going to be farming, they're going to be split pushing, and then even if they get that tower, they're going to be at a gold deficit, an EXP deficit.
Yeah.
That's why I like the TV scroll makes Dota a much better game. Like, it helps out a lot, basically.
Okay.
In that sense. So you can defend that tower, but don't overcommit to it. We saw that game, you could have been stacking a bit, maybe. I think your item choices were, like, I say you should go on Trankos and all this stuff, but, like, the amount that actually matters is very... The reason I like talking about that is because, especially for item choices, these are things that basically should be done ahead of time if you're getting serious about getting good. I don't know what point you're at in Dota if you just want to get good for fun, but, like, you should basically have already thought of situations in which certain items are good. And then when it comes to the game, you don't need to think about it in game at all. You just know.
Because I mean, if I'm dying a lot, I tend to be defensive and just grab treads so I don't die so much. But
yeah, I don't know how like you know how dying works with gold loss or
yeah, I mean, so I lose like my
use like 30
gold first,
your level of unreliable gold. Okay. So if you buy like small items when you're sort of behind, you know, you buy your tranquil boots, you buy your wand stuff, you buy wards, TP, stuff like that, you'll lose less gold.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. Okay. I would like to first of all say thank you from me and my stream. They thank you a lot because honestly, most of the guys who watch my stream are around my kind of level. Like I play with them quite often, so they probably learn. And a few of them have already said they learn a lot from watching the stream, even though you may not think it. And you may say, "Oh, there's not too much to go over." At my level, that is like the advice you give is huge. So thank you for that.
One more thing though, like I said all this stuff, but none of it's as important as just like practicing your last hitting and stuff if you want to improve your MMR really fast.
Yeah.
Like if you just get good at last hitting, you can get to like 5k MMR really easily.
Wow. So
Just
just
like if you play Luna every game and you get every last hit lane and you just run down a lane, push it, and then you know when to back and you go to jungle, you're gonna get like five. I would say higher than 5k. I'd say like 5.5k
wow.
just by doing that. Like you don't need to know how to team fight or any of that stuff. You just A click because you have more items. Like it's like something I like to say is like it's really hard to be bad when you have a 6k item on them. Like if
Yeah.
you have a butterfly and they don't, like it's really hard to be bad at the game, right? Like you just A click.
Yeah. Because
And
we
it's
often lose like that. Like we'll be thinking we're
yeah,
doing okay, and then someone will emerge from the jungle or from their lane and have like 3 items, and we're way behind, and we just think, oh shit, we lost, guys, because the void or the whoever got too farm. So do you think like the most important thing in the game, bar none, is farming for everybody?
um, I mean I don't want to put it that way because you don't want 5 people on your team farming,
Right.
but like it's making use of space basically. That's what farming is. It's like making use of space.
Okay.
And like you do need to like when you have someone farming really well and pushing out lanes like that, it also makes it easier to gank because you see 1 or 2 people defending a tower. Like, oh, there are 3 people somewhere else. We can smoke on them, and that's how you
Yeah.
use smokes. That's why, like, you need to achieve these things, all these things, before you can really use smokes.
Yeah.
Because
Because
it's really obvious if you're just 5 heroes missing.
because that's the thing. We'll often be like nothing's happening, or they're all farming and we can't cross the river, and we'll just go like, let's buy a smoke and let's try
Yeah,
it,
and
and
like
we all
sometimes
it
it
never
works.
works. It never
Really, never.
works. Yeah, hardly ever.
So those just like sometimes you just accidentally run into them, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, but it's like one
Like
in
it's
10, right?
yeah, like that's the problem. Like it's smokes are really obvious unless you get the lanes pushed out, basically.
Hmm.
And that's a really big part of Dota.
Okay. I'm going to try and put all this stuff into practice immediately before I forget it. I've got to focus on this stuff because normally I get great advice and then I completely forget it. So I will try and remember it. Because like I got Blitz to coach me on a Storm game one time, and I played and I did really well, and then I played another game of Storm and I did really well, and then from that point on I went like a week or two without playing Storm and it was all gone. It was all completely forgotten. So when you play, do you just like play whatever hero you want, or do you just play like just a few heroes and just play them endlessly?
Uh, I think if you're trying to improve, so basically how MMR works is that everyone's hopefully getting better at Dota at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Like anyone who's playing should be always improving. And that means that there's like I don't know if it should be called MMR inflation, but basically everyone's getting better, so it's hard like if you stay at the same level, your MMR will decrease.
Yeah.
Like your real MMR, not your number, because your number doesn't decrease.
Hmm.
So how you get to higher MMR in the long term is that you improve faster than the curve.
Right.
So I think that the best way to improve faster than the curve is to sort of have better understanding of the game, which means you have to know how to play every hero.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I think about it. Because when I learned, like I'm a really big nerd, so I like learned about every single hero. You know, I read what they did, I memorized all the spells and stuff like that, and that helped me sort of understand the game a bit more. You see these people who like they get really high MMRs by only playing one hero.
Yeah.
Like they're good at pubs in that one hero, but they're not good at Dota.
Hmm.
So
Because I mean, like last Christmas, not the Christmas just gone, but the one before, I did the A to Z challenge for the first time. So I played
yeah,
heroes like Shadow Fiend and OD and stuff like that I'd never played before. So I'm not someone who could just look at the numbers and the stats and analyze them. So do you think like the A to Z thing is like a really good way? Because I got a huge amount from doing that, just learning the enemy heroes, like the ones I don't play that always fuck me up. I'd be like, okay, I'm so glad I played OD because now I know what he does. I mean, that seems to me like a good place. But a lot of people say that playing all those heroes is really hard because when you play a hero you've never played before, you feel like you're not learning anything because you just lose the game for your team.
okay. Um, no, I think it's really good to know all the heroes for sure. And those people are right. Like you're going to lose the game for your team if you don't know what you're doing
Right.
because like MMR is weird in that if you play a different hero, you might be like 1,000 MMR better than what it says, or you might be 1,000 lower.
Yeah.
But I think you need to, like I did a video on like breaking into the pro scene or something. I was just talking about like what the prerequisites for getting good at Dota were. And what I think is that you basically need to at least win once on every single hero in the game.
Hmm.
So that's like at least 100 wins, which is probably around 200 games. Game plus kill time is probably around an hour. So it's like 200 hours in Dota, which
Right.
is a full course load in college for a semester. So like it's a lot of work. And then you think about it, like you've won once on every hero and you're still shit at the game, right? Like
Mm.
so Dota's really hard to learn, but I think it's an important step and it helps you get better a lot faster if you can play every hero, or at least you have a basic understanding. Because like when you play the hero, you don't just improve on the hero, you also are really good against at playing against that hero too.
Right.
Like I'm sure like one of the Earth Spirit pickers, if someone picked Earth Spirit against them, they'd be a lot better at dodging the spells than a normal person, or maybe not because the hero's Imba, but
God, he
something like
is.
that.
God, it's terrifying. He's too good. I can't stand him. He was rubbish. He was amazing, and then he was rubbish, and now he's amazing again.
He was always really good in the right hands,
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
think. But like no, he that hero, I hope. Well, they're just adding heroes to captains mode just randomly, so he'll probably get put in sometime.
Yeah,
But
probably. So
hope he never gets in.
if you could pick three heroes right now that you are saying these are the most OP heroes in the game, who do you think they are?
Like in all of Dota.
In all the heroes you can pick.
I don't really. The problem with that question for me is that I don't know any of the new heroes. Like I'm sure Earth Spirit's number one, but I don't know how to play him.
Okay.
It's not on captain's mode, so I never practice him.
Right,
But
right.
I'm sure Earth Spirit's number one, and I don't know who the other ones are to be honest. They're probably in captain's mode. Like Juggernaut's really strong, or like Doombringer's like bullshit, you know. But he's probably not first. Like he's just a bullshit hero. And then, like the really beautiful thing about Dota is like Broodmother in a game can situationally be the best hero in the game.
Hmm.
But if you pick her first, you're gonna lose every game.
Right.
Unless you have like there's like one team that did that and they won, but like that's why it's really hard to define the strongest hero in Dota, and that's the Earth Spirit.
Unless it's Earth Spirit.
Yeah, and that's the Earth Spirit. I'm pretty sure that here's just bullshit. Like there's no that here's too much.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much for doing this. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay. I'm gonna stop now because I gotta go to bed. It's like
Okay.
midnight. But we could do this again, where a game where I feed mercilessly if you like.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it live actually. You can play like a normal game or something. I can coach your team.
Oh, dude, that would be amazing. Can we do that?
Would that be good? Yeah, we should do that. We could
Oh,
have a series. I could call it a. No, I had a deal with my friend because he's really bad at Dota,
okay.
and I was gonna make a series, right? Because I was thinking of trying to do educational content for a long time, but like I never did it because I was lazy. But anyways, we're gonna do like learning to learn while losing Tuesdays.
Okay.
Because like, he was so bad, so we'd always lose, right? But like the most important thing in Dota, like when you lose, you should be able to learn a lot from it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
learning to learn while how to learn while losing is really important.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, sweet. Yeah, we should definitely do that, dude. I would
Yeah, that'd be
absolutely love
fun.
that. All right, sweet.
That'd be done.
Does it have to be a Tuesday?
No, 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 no. That's no, no.
Okay.
Just any day.
All
But
right,
we'll
good.
set something up.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
Bye bye. Well, that's made my day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's so cool. I realize, honestly, guys, I realize what a privileged position I'm in to be able to talk to these pro players and get their insight. Because honestly, I mean, how often can you talk to a guy like that and just pick his brain and ask him questions? So um, you're not even sure it's actually Howie. Yeah, it is Howie. He's just he's a really lovely guy, and holy shit, he knows a lot about Dota. And you know what I really like is that he enjoys the game. Like he was watching, he was like, "This is so much fun. I love watching games like this." Because for him, this is like watching a kickabout in the park. You know, it's like watching a bunch of overweight, middle-aged guys playing Sunday league football and just fucking it up and just being terrible. And it's just hilarious because they're all really going for it and they're having a great time. So. Like he said, the most important thing, and this is the one thing I hope you guys take away from all of this, the most important thing is to remember to have fun. And I think he stressed that several times, and I could not agree more. If you're taking the game so much seriously and so focused on winning and getting better that you end up hating the game and you end up pissing off all your friends, then what's the point? So yeah, hopefully this will be the first of a series. I'm definitely going to try my best to make it happen, and I think Aoi will too. Obviously, he's a very busy guy, so I'll try and fit it around when he's available. But I hope you guys can tune in for that. So that's it for the stream for tonight, and that's it for this video because I'm going to upload this. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot.